Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to start this video by saying I am not in any way condoning underage drinking. Just because I did it doesn't mean that you should, and looking back on it, there's really nothing that great about drinking underage. I mean, yeah, you can have fun at a party or whatever, but big parties aren't fun. They always get busted, and I think if you're in a controlled small group, you might be okay. That's the safest way to do it. Just make sure that you're drinking water and you eat something, and that way if you're gonna do it, at least you're safe about it. But I still don't think you should. Anyway, so this is the story of the time that I got really drunk, like blackout drunk. This is the only time it's ever happened to me. So my current boyfriend, Zeth, and my friends Emily, Mason, Kyle, Melissa, and Melissa's girlfriend Abby, we were all hanging out, and we decided to drink that night. So we decided to play a card game called Kings. It's basically you have a deck of cards and you put them out in a circle, like you fan them out, and each person goes around the table and like draws a card, and whatever that card is, there's like rules that go along with each card. So most people usually play it with beer. Generally, like when you play it with beer, you would, after you draw a card, you stick it under the tab, and whoever pops the tab has to chug the beer. And the whole point of it is obviously to get drunk. It's a drinking game, and whatever the card says, you have to drink however many times or whatever. And so we were playing Kings, and instead of using beer, we decided to use liquor, vodka actually. So I usually make the mixed drinks in our friend group because I make really strong drinks that actually don't taste that bad. So I made everybody's drinks. My drink had about 2 shots, and then we filled the rest of it up with Blue Hawaiian Punch. And so we were playing this game, and one of the cards is a rule card. So whoever draws the card makes a rule. I believe it's the king is the rule card. Or maybe it's 10. It's one of the two. And so my boyfriend, Zeth, he drew the rule card. And his rule was that every single time you had to take a drink, you had to say ARG, like a pirate. So we were playing, and you know, every single time I took a drink, I forgot to say ARG. So I had to take another drink, and then eventually I got so drunk that I would forget to say ARG, and I would take another drink, and then I would forget to say it again, so I had to take another drink. And basically I had downed 2 whole mixed drinks, which is like 4 shots, in about 30 minutes while everybody else is still working on their first drink. Okay, so, and then I think we took some shots like while we were just playing just for fun. So by the time that was all said and done, I probably had about 8 shots of vodka in me within an hour. And I was pretty drunk. So we decided to play Never Have I Ever, and I obviously lost Kings. I don't remember who won. And so we played Never Have I Ever, and the whole time I could feel like, I felt like really heavy. And if you've ever been like really drunk, you know what I'm talking about. I was slurring my words, I kept falling asleep at the table, and I started to feel kind of sick. So I ran to the bathroom and I threw up, and that was a great, wonderful experience. And then I went back to the table and we kept playing and talking, and then I started to feel like I was gonna throw up again. So I went outside onto the back porch and sat on the swing, and I threw up a couple times, and then I still felt really sick, but nothing was coming up because I hadn't eaten anything that day. And so I made myself throw up a few more times, and then a few more times, and people came outside and tried to get me to drink water, and I kept like saying like, no, I don't want it, I'm just gonna throw it up, like no. And looking back on it now, that was really stupid. I should have just taken the water. I could have had alcohol poisoning or something. But so I was refusing the water, and I kept throwing up, and eventually I felt like I was done, but I was exhausted. So I went inside and I passed out on the floor. And I woke up the next morning and surprisingly didn't have a hangover. I don't know how the hell that happened. I just got like really lucky, I guess. And my phone was plugged in next to me because I have the best boyfriend in the world, and I guess my friends had tucked me in. I don't remember much of that night. I just remember that I was really wasted. I remember throwing up, and then the next morning while I was laying there, my friend Melissa had walked outside and she stepped in my vomit barefoot. Yeah. So anyway, that was the story of the time that I got really drunk. I love doing these story time videos for you guys, so let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to do. I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys so much. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys!